Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a review on some pliers, namely these WorkPro, let's have a look, 8-inch offset pistol handle combination pliers, it says just there. So let's get them out of the box and take a look. So I picked these up, I think it was last year sometime, along with these Stanley Fat Max combination pliers here. They're quite nice. I like the feel of those ones. But anyway, let's get these out of the box and have a look. So what do we get in the box then? We get a little thank you card. Dear valued customer, etc. We get some instructions on how to use the pliers here. And then we get almost like a double-sided sort of little poster about all their different tools they do. And then we get to the pliers themselves here. Let's move that over there. Come in a little bag, as you can see. And here we are, the pliers. As you can see, they look a little different from normal pliers. There's a little difference there, and that's mainly to do with the fact that we have adjustable handles on here. It's nicely finished, as you can see, and they are the sort of high leverage style pliers. You can see the little pivot pin there is right close to the cutters. So it gives you a lot more extra leverage on what you're doing. We've got some nice handles here. They're sort of like these the dual material stuff. You've got slightly harder red here and a nice soft over mould. And they are actually quite comfortable to hold. Actually, you can get quite a nice grip of them without them being uncomfortable. These are, let me have a look, 8-inch. I'll say these are 8-inch pliers. Okay, so what can we do with these then? As you can see, it says push. So you just basically push this button in here, like so. And then you can move the handle around to where you want it. So we can have offset pliers if you need to, which is quite handy if you need to get into a funny space which you couldn't do with ordinary pliers. I mean, if you've got big hands, really seriously big hands, you could use them like that if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it. You can do it either way, whichever way you want. Doesn't matter which way you want them to go, they'll work. The only downside I can see with them is the mechanism makes the handles a little wobbly, because as you can see, there's the hinge. The handles are a little bit wobbly. That's the only downside to the design. The actual head itself has very little play in there. That's quite good. It's just the handles that do all the wobbling about. But other than that, quite a nice pair of pliers. They're quite heavy too. Good quality by the looks of things. I like the finish. Got a little bit of black going on here, nice polished sections. Quality's not bad at all actually. Alright then, so what they like to work with then, you know, the cutting blades, see what they're like, and we see what it's like for bending things. I've got some multi-stranded cable right here, we'll try cutting that. We've got some of the mains cable here, this is copper, twin and earth. I think it's about 2.5mm twin and earth solid copper there. And I've also got this largish copper rod here. How big is this? 3mm in diameter. And I've also got a short length of fairly heavy duty tie wrap here too. So we'll give that a cutting as well. So let's start with the multi-stranded cable then. Get that in the jaws, see what happens. Yeah, no effort required at all to cut that stuff. Let's have a look, and what's it like? Oh, they don't quite cut at the top there. There's a little bit gap at the top there. As you can see, it's like pulled a little strand out there. But other than that, they cut quite nicely. What about the mains style cable? Get that in there as well. Oh yeah, it chops that nicely. Again, with very little effort required there. Of course, bending the stuff is a piece of cake too. Right, let's give the 3mm copper a go, because this is quite chunky stuff. Yep, fell out nicely. Cuts that nicely. What's it like to bend it then? Yeah, look at that. Easy. Really comfortable to use actually, these things are. Quite like those, they're quite a nice handle. And as I say, if need be, you want to get into somewhere that's an unusual place to get into. So look, there we go. You can get in there and still cut cable quite nicely, as you can see. Get all the stuff, bend it, get into a nice small place. What about the tie wrap? Oh yeah, cuts through that with quite effortlessly, guys. Oh. So yeah, what an interesting pair of pliers from WorkPro, Chinese company. It's even got it etched into the head just here, look, on the jaws. So the only downside I can see of them is this slightly wobbly handle, and that would possibly be a weak point in them. But they are very comfortable to use, and you can get quite a lot of. I mean, I'm exerting quite a lot of pressure on there. You might be able to see the arms flexing a little bit there, but they're very comfortable to use. The build quality appears to be quite good on them. From what I can see, I quite like them. As you know, I do like a nice pair of pliers, and I think these ones are a very nice pair of pliers actually. I thought when I saw them, yes, I'm definitely going to have those for my collection. As you can see, I've got quite a few of them laid out here. We've got some vintage ones here, newer ones, newer, vintage, and some newer ones there as well. But yes, I do like my pliers, and I should be looking out to get some more in the very near future too. Okay, so what do I think of the WorkPro offset pliers then? I think they're quite nice actually. They're heavy, solidly built. The only con that I can think of is the this looseness going on just here, but then you're going to get that. If you're going to put a little articulation in here, you're going to get it. You're going to get a little bit of a free play, I think. You'd have to pay an awful lot more to get some of these without all this lot going on, to be honest with you. But I think, what did I pay for these? I can't remember now. But yeah, I think they're quite nice. So they've got the little push buttons going on there. Just push them in. As you can see, they just push in, and you can turn the handle around too, and it locks in nice and firmly there. But yeah, I quite like these little fellows actually. Alright then guys, well thanks for popping over to Rathbone Manor and taking a look at these what I consider to be rather interesting pliers. As I say, they are very comfortable to hold because you've got this dual material handles on there. You can turn it through, you know, offset them, turn them through quite a few degrees to use them in funny areas if you wish. They're easy to operate. There we go. But yeah, I quite like those. And as I say, they are now part of my collection of pliers. Alright then guys, well I hope you pop round again, because I'm sure I'll have some more pliers to take a look at in the very near future. I've got plenty of them to do. You know, even some old ones that need renovating. Like these fellows just here. These are quite interesting. I don't know how old these are, but they're certainly not new by any means. Alright then everyone, I hope you enjoyed popping round to take a look at the WorkPro offset pliers here. You can see where the copper has actually left the mark on the cutters there. Hope you can see that. But yeah, if not, I'll put a photograph up. If it doesn't come out particularly well, I'll put you a picture up so you can see. But yeah, so I quite like these little fellows here. Nice, solid, well made, quite hefty things. Yeah, cutting wise, very comfortable to use. You know, you get a good grip of anything you need to, like you saw with that 3mm copper bar there. Got all those quite nicely, quite easy to use, quite easy to bend it. But yeah, what an interesting pair of pliers. Alright guys, well thanks for popping around and taking a look, and I hope you'll pop over another time, because I'm sure I'll have some other pliers to look at in the very near future, or maybe even a tool to renovate. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and I will catch you laters.